be 6-star right off the rip, and it's going to be, I know colors are going to be hard here, so I apologize, guys, in advance. Sasky is going to be your green team. OGT is going to be in the white here, and it's going to be right now. It's all Sasky on the point currently, but Slimy and Tipsy are going to find 2 apiece. You have one coming in from the back. Tipsy's going to find another, finds 3 in a row here, and that is going to be a good start there for the side of Sasky.
Yeah, but
sorry, excuse me, of OGT.
Slippery break for the OGT as they're starting to stack up these kills. Spawns are favoring the Sasky Shotgunners and they are spawning up on next. But you can see the rotation was starting to happen by King John, but that is quickly read by player 1 to stop those rotations. Keep the rotation for P2 in the favor of the Sasky Shotgunners, but that scrap time went for the favor of the OGT. Let's see how they decide to break this P2 shield.
I mean, you can see there's already going to be set up here, and you can see the flank coming in as well. You can see number 5 on the minimap is trying to pay attention into the back. Should get that flank on a Cozy and brings one down, but it will be Sasky inside the hill. Cranky is going to be on looking for that player that was in the back. They got to find him because Tipsy's running around in circles and will be able to get in on towards the point. Gets 5 in a row. One more for a cruise, and Tipsy's actually going to get away, so this is going to be huge. EBK, I don't think, is aware of how important this kill is about to be. And Tipsy does go down, so no streak. That's been denied here. And this is going to give some time over to the side of Sasky here as they're going to be able to stand on it. And they're going to push this lead out a little bit. We'll be on board with Flashy. Trying to push in is going to find one. Tipsy finds another. I feel like it's just saying Tipsy and Flashy over and over again. I mean, there are 11 kills combined as of right now. You can see on the minimap this rotation's coming in. King John's already there. And it's going to get that pick. So as we're headed towards this P3 here, I mean, it's basically just dead even, tied up, and we're going to see where OGT goes.
Yeah, man. I mean, Sasky did do a great job of holding that P2, but now they got to break into this P3 on top of this bar hill, which is tough. They're all starting to come in through this front door, this little side little door, trying to push in, trying to come in full force, and they do get an open and 2 kills. There is a break, but they got to watch their back as player 6 has made it around to the backside. That is King John. He does find a quick 2. One last player on the hill. Can they find him? They do take him off the hill, and now this hill is favoring OGT, trying to stretch out their lead. We do have a split push coming in from Sasky Shotgunners. It works out to their favors as they find the kills. Spotting out these old guy Texas. This may work out in their favor. As you can see, player 6 already starting to go on the rotation for next. The rest of the scrap time looks like it may be a battle for next between Cranky and player 3. So it could be a contested hill. Flashy wins that. Next hill should be favoring these OGT players.
We're going to see. I mean, it's going to be headed that way. And, you know, all of Sasky is coming up off of spawn. You can see on the right side of the map. And King John is going to be a problem. Is going to find one, drops off, and does damage to the second. And that is going to stall out this push from the side of Sasky, right? They're going to have to wait a little bit, try and clear this player out. And King John is still getting these kills on 4 in a row, trying to make it 5 and look towards that cruise missile. Is going to be on the point. They have no idea. It's just backs turned every which way here. And it will be, I mean, Sasky finally coming in a little bit late. EBK is going to find one. Looking for a second on towards the right cut, but is not going to be able to pick up that kill. And King John continuing to go off. Is now on 5 in a row. 1 away from a cruise, and that will be a cruise missile in the back pocket there for OGT as they've extended this lead out for about 50 points from when this ended up popping as we're heading back to, you know, the main first hill. Because, again, there's only 4 here. And we're going to see whether or not Sasky can bring it back. Sasky had a really good start to this map, so I'd like to see them continue that as we head into the next rotation.
Yeah, they did start off great, but what OGT did a great job doing was keeping the game close, and then now on those final 2 hills, just stretching out the game, able to get a good lead. This P1 started off a little bit rocky for Sasky Shotgunners. They were able to step on for a second, but OGT quickly clears them out. They got to watch out for player 2 because player 2 is trying to make the play to surprise these Sasky Shotgunners. Can he find one? He does find one, but he cannot find a second. He does do a great job of making it to the hill neutral. No team is getting on there, but that is good for the OGT team as they're battling back and forth. Player 4 is trying to make things mixy cranky, trying to get on this hill, trying to get him a couple kills. He does find one. Hill is favoring Sasky Shotgunners. Rotation looks like it is favoring the Sasky Shotgunners as well, as OGT now has to spawn up and get to next.
If you're going to see headed their way in towards next here, and you can see the fight is just going on. It's going to be all Sasky right now, or excuse me, OGT on this hill. You can see 2 players from Sasky coming around the back. Slimy should be able to catch, but no, is actually going to go down. So 2 players are going to be working in the back. That is going to force out a spawn all the way on the other side of the map. The teammate a little bit unfortunate there, but they still have the players to work with. Maybe not, depending on what Flashy decides to say here. As you can see, they're continuing to just move around in a circle here and maintain. Right now, you can see OGT forced onto the other side of the map. It's all on Tipsy, basically, and is going to get overwhelmed, gets into the hill, and that is going to be, right now, Sasky picking up this time, some badly needed time, too. They're down 70 points and counting, and they're trying to get a little bit closer, but you can see the rotation's already in effect. 15 seconds to go, and they're already headed towards the next hill here.
Yeah, man, it was just unfortunate gun battles. They lost every gun battle. That spawned them on top of next, and with 15 seconds left, you got to make a decision, a business decision to stay on the new hill, but it did not matter because OGT rotated, got all the kills in their favor, hills popping off in their favor. There's a little split spawn going on for the Sasky Shotgunners. Let's see if this could work out in their favor for them to break onto the hill, but player 7, he reads that player in the back, and now Sasky Shotgunners are trying to spawn in from the front. A small contest, but it does not matter. These OGT players are reading the Sasky Shotgunners, getting all the kills needed, making sure that either the time is there or they're keeping the neutral. There is one player in that little sneaky spot, and that is Cranky holding it down for the Sasky Shotgunners, but the hill is going back and forth, Shio.
I mean, it's just definitely going back and forth for the time being. No one's been able to really lock it down, but OGT has crossed the 200-point mark here. 3 players in the hill as well right now, and they're just locking it down. Nobody is anywhere close. Hattrick is the only one that is anywhere near the hill right now and is going to be working around the back. Goes down, so we're headed to P4 right now. And you are going to see this rotation coming. It's going to be a 3v3, 1 player. Number 8, Slimy, is going to be a little bit out of position here and is not going to be kind of involved in the play for a little bit. It's just going to be all the players on the hill. That's a pretty good start from Tipsy. Goes down, though, as EBK is going to get taken out as well. Flashy Season holding it down. All the players now coming from the same direction as they charge forward. That's going to be 1 picked up. King John, though, going to hold this down. Still has that cruise, keep in mind, as well. So Sasky will cross 100 points here, and they're going to force Tipsy out. But right now, I mean, Sasky has a lot of work to do. You can only afford to give up 27 more points here, and they're down over 100. And you got a cruise as well, so I mean, anything that you do is probably about to get undone. So I don't know. They got a lot of work ahead of them.
Yeah, they do have a lot of work ahead of them, but what is working for them right now is his next 2 hills are inside, so that cruise missile probably will not be effective, but they were trying to hold down the rest of that time, but a quick 2 kills by OGT takes them down, getting the rest of the rest of that scrap time. P1 jumps off the 3rd set of P1. OGT player 7 is trying to get those kills, trying to make sure he takes down these Sasky Shotgun players so his team can get the rest of the time. This game is on the line. The Sasky Shotgunners have to go now. They're grouping up. They're deciding to take this route through pool, 2 going through stairs. 1 player got taken down, but player 4 is there for the trade. There is a slight contest. The battles are going there. You see Flashy Season, he won the 1st kill. King John has won the 2nd, and this could be it. It's going to be all up to Cranky to try to make the play. He gets taken down. All Sasky coming from the pool. Too late. OGT takes game 1.
I mean, it's just back and forth for the, I mean, the opening sequence really was pretty back and forth. And then after that, OGT just kind of took it and just ran away with it right after that first set of rotations. It just became all OGT. It's going to be OGT and Sasky kicking things off. We're going to be on the side of OGT. They'll be on this attack, and they're actually taking this towards A off the rip. So not something you normally see, and I like this changeup.
Yeah, Flashy does start off with that first blood, so that keeps it good for them. It's going to be up to Cranky to try to play spoiler for them to catch him on the cross. No smokes have been used. Cranky's spot has been known, so they know he is here now. So now they got to figure out what he's going to do. They got to watch the flank. His player 7 is Hattrick is going on. Hattrick does take out Flashy. Sees that just even it out. It turns all the arrows for OGT to turn around and try to figure out, but Cranky, I mean, but who is that? That player 7 does a great job of just getting out, playing his life. Hattrick does a great job playing his life. Now we got this bomb just stuck like it may be going back to beach, yeah.
Yep, they're thinking about it again, and they're gonna. I mean, you can see the rotation here set for it. EBK is gonna spot all of these. Is not gonna get either. It does like 100 damage to both players there, and not able to get the kill. So Hattrick knows what's up, but they're waiting for this, and Hattrick is gonna fall. Tipsy finds 1 in response, but it's gonna be a 1v2 here. Cranky is now gonna be stuck. The bomb is down on B and has, not much info to work with really right now. So it's gonna be a 1v2, and it's gonna be all down to just get that gun. Has to get 3 in the round if he's gonna win this. Has a nade as well, is able to check at least one spot here and is gonna wrap back towards the escalators. They're gonna hear that. You're gonna see the movement. Shots go out. They'll know exactly where Cranky is now. And with the time counting down, I don't think he's gonna have enough time here. Unless he basically just hops the bomb and they don't check it. But they are staring it down. They're ready for him. And down goes Cranky. So there's gonna be your first round going over to the side of OGT.
Yeah, man. I mean, it started off great for the Sasky Shotgunners. His hat trick got that flank kill. But once OGT decided just to stick to going dropping that bomb back to B, getting those two kills that, I kind of feel, feel like, the other players wish, it kind of could have went the other way. They're 50-50, but it went in the favor of OGT, and that was the difference of that round. So round 2, here we go, Shio.
Yeah, and that round started off so well for Sasky too, right? Hat-trick came all the way around the back, got the flank off as well. So, I mean, unfortunately, they weren't able to convert out of that, and I don't think that OGT is going to make that mistake again for the rest of this map, because they know that they left it open that time, and they know that the other side is more than happy to take advantage of it. So, we're going to see where it goes here, but I mean, it's just, wow. Okay, there goes everybody.
Yeah, it was great. Cozy was waiting for them when they came through that plaza. They tried to push through mid, tried to come out plaza. Cozy was ready. Bombs going down on A. At least Flashy season by himself. I think this may work out for him. He's on their side. They may not be ready for him. So Flashy has to be quick. He has to get this player close to the bomb site and then single out these other two players. He may get some cut timing if he finds one player. He does find one. Now his position is known. You can see OGT making the move to get him. They get him. Sasky Shotgunners win the round to tie this up 1-1. And I mean, Cozy getting that 2 kills, and then for them to get the bomb down to make that player force Flashy season out, make him commit to pretty much defusing the bomb. Pretty much won Sasky that round, and that was actually a 3-piece by Cozy.
Yeah, just 3. Yeah, I mean, it was just right there. Just everyone just got banged out in one quick play. And it was only one traded back, right? So unfortunately, definitely not the way of OGT. But there's Sasky, right back into it after losing that first round. Then, in a round that maybe they should have had, but right back to business. As the trophies are going to be out and in play now. So you will notice they're going to be a little bit cautious about that. But there's a nice first blood there out of hat-trick. Guns King John, that's another, star player on the side of OGT so far in this series. And gets away, so out they go, and we go right back to the 4v3 man advantage for Sasky.
And now you got Tipsy trying to make a hero play outside on the stairs, and he does find EBK to even out the series 3-3. Cozy finds Flashy season to make it still a 3v2 advantage for the Sasky Shotgunners. They do have this A bomb site perfectly protected, but that B bomb site may be a little unprotected as these players are playing just in positions to play for the retake. Player 7 is playing back kind of far. Bomb going down on this B site. Let's see how Sasky retakes this shield.
We're going to see where they go here. And right off the rip, hat-trick is gifted a free kill there. OGT is down to just Tipsy left in the 1v3 bomb to defend. And is not thought he had that kill. Didn't have it. Ends up going down as a result. So just, pure unfortunate timing, honestly, at that point. But does end up falling. And that is going to be round back over to Sasky. They get the defuse. And they get that round in hand. So here we go again. It was just Tipsy thought he had it, stopped shooting, and unfortunately that cost him the life because Cozy did not stop shooting.
Yeah, and that puts Cozy 1 away from that almighty cruise missile. So that was an important gun battle for Cozy to win. Good thing Tipsy stopped shooting in Cozy's favor, but now Cozy just has to play a little slow this round. Make sure he secures that cruise missile. It's going to help him out later in this round. Sasky Shotgunners with the bomb site, EBK, the designated bomb carrier, looking like they're going to go for this A site. They are getting a little aggressive, sitting 2 players up to be scout players, I guess, to see what's going on. And hat trick, find King John, hat trick, Mr. First Blood. We should call him down because he does have him a hat trick of First Bloods. Cozy does find Slimy, so that cruise missile is in the back pocket. Now the tough task is to get this bomb down on the A site, which should be going down because Tipsy just gave up the bomb site. Bomb down on A. 2 players left for OGT. Let's see how they retake this bomb shield.
Yeah, we're gonna say. I mean, it's gonna be Tipsy and Flashy. I mean, your 2 players that did a fantastic job. That's a great shot at range from Tipsy, and is able to predict the second player, but can't come up with the kill at the end. But Sasky is gonna take down all the remaining players, as it was the 1v2 at the end. Not able to do a good job. But I mean, he knew, right? Like, Tipsy predicted that fantastic. We knew that once that first player goes down, there's gonna be one on the flank, and just not able to turn and get it in time. So ends up falling. Great play though otherwise, even though you're still not able to secure the round, but still very well played out of them. And it was close. It was really close. And they were just not able to finish it out.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting, man. It got me saying oohs and ahs. But here we go. OGT King John bomb kill. They look like they're gonna overload this bomb site, taking the bridge route. Big win by Tipsy. This B site should be all theirs. Bomb should go down quick. It is going down on this B site. There is a battle going down, and Tipsy wins another battle onto EBK. So now this B site. So now this defuse is going to be on the hands of Cranky and Cozy, and these are 2 players who can get the job done, Chio.
Yeah, I mean, well, Crank just won a great challenge at range. They're on towards Flashy, and King John just nerves of steel, not moving a muscle there. Cozy not able to find one. King John finally makes a move, gets that call out there, and is able to win that gunfight. Looking for another one. Cozy finds 2. And not able to find the third in time, a little bit too weak, and the collapse was there. The call-outs coming in from OGT, but oh man, Cozy made them sweat for it for sure.
Yeah, man, I just did not see Cranky go down, but I mean, if Cranky was still up, that would have been interesting. But yeah, if that 3-on-1, that call out is made, he's right there. Everybody gotta push him. There's no excuse not to push him there. You got the kind of advantage. You gotta win those battles, and that's what OGT did to stop the bleeding. Sasky Shotgunners were getting on a little streak. We're taking the momentum. We're getting ready to run away with the search and destroy. But that was a great bounce back round for OGT. Sasky Shotgunners, they are true to this A bomb site, but I'm thinking that OGT now is putting a little 2-on-2 to make this a little bit harder for Sasky to try to get to this bomb site. Cranky does see that first player, but he cannot get the first kill with the first blood. You do got hat trick on the island. Seeing if he can find a player over here. It's going to be him versus Tipsy, but nope, no players are getting the kill. Bomb is just in the neutral site, Seal.
Yeah, I mean, it's just everyone's at a standstill, right? Just across the map right here. They might have an opening here. They got to check you, and they do. They got King John looking the wrong way, and that is going to be first blood going over the side of Sasky. That should be the bomb down as well, because there's 2 players over towards A, out of position, nowhere near where they need to be right now. And now the bomb is down, and we're going to see where they end up heading next here. You're going to have Slimy coming up the escalator. Nobody's actually watching this. The only player nearby is Cozy, who's on the other set of staircases. Should run into Flashy. Flashy's not going to check that corner. Goes down, but Tipsy trades out. Tipsy immediately traded back. It's all down to Slimy here in the 1v3. Time ticking down on the clock as well, and this is unfortunately probably going to be another Sasky round unless, Slimy pulls a miracle here, but the time, I think, is counted down a little too far. They're going to catch him in the back, and that is going to be another round over to Sasky here.
Yeah, man, Sasky with a great round right there. Slimy, man, the play, Slimy, he had to make that play with his teammates, but those 2 kills just came out of nowhere. Just left him on an island, and he had to come around. These Sasky Shotgunners, they got all, the backside covered. They're watching everything. Coming from that side, there's only one way you can take the bomb, and Slimy just chose the wrong way. But, you know, it's 4-2 lead, 2 more rounds for Sasky Shotgunners to tie up this series. OGT, they have to start winning these search and destroy rounds, try to tie this up. They are looking like they're going for this A side. They're sending heavy presence over to this A side, but it's no problem for Cozy, as Cozy does get the first 2. Slimy does get 1 in between, but it's still a numbers advantage for the Sasky Shotgunners. EBK gets aggressive, fine Tipsy. There's one more player here. Oh my God, they just got some great timing, but no, Slimy knows he was there. Takes him out. 1v2. Slimy does have the bomb, so that is good for OGT. Look like he may be wrapping this bomb to this B side. He may be running right into the eyes of player 5. No, he just ran right between them, but now here comes Cranky right behind him. Cranky takes him down. Sasky Shotgunners on match point.
I mean, they're looking here to, I mean, this is a big answer back, especially on this Rio. Great play. Here, Cranky coming around the back is able to find that on towards Slimy. Slimy, you know, again, the last man standing, and unfortunately is going to be the last one down for the team. Ends up falling, and that is once again going to be a round in favor of Sasky here as we head to match point. Sasky looking to tie the series up 1 apiece. As you can see, they're going to be starting here on the defense. Or excuse me, on the attack. I am looking at the wrong side of the map, apparently. And it's going to be, actually, look at this, actually, from OG. 3 players towards A. And unfortunately, the gamble's going the wrong way.
Yeah, but Flashy Season does a great job of getting that 1 kill, tying the numbers advantage, but he's instantly traded out by Hat Trick. But he's got these players whirling. But look at the trick. Look at the trick that's going on. Player has snuck his way over to A. They have made a lot of pressure, a lot of noise over there at B, and he's got the bomb down at A. These arrows are turning out like what's going on. Slimy gets caught up with his pants down. Now they're going for the A retake. Here we go, Shio.
Yeah, they had absolutely no idea what was going on there, and it, you know, was proved to be, hello, we're on the other side of the map. Sasky, what a way to close that map out, honestly. Would just ring around the rosy. The gamble stack from OGT, they try to make it happen, doesn't work out in their favor, and at the end of the day, that is just a nice round in the pocket of the side of Sasky as they take map number 2. They're going to tie up our series. Welcome back to the CRL. It's semifinals week in pre-made action in our silver. I think this is the silver 2 bracket. I should probably confirm that. But it's OGT versus Sasky underway right now. It's on towards the control. We traded maps 1-1. It's now a best of 3 starting with the control here. And that is what you call a stack for sure. Right out of the gate. All 4 on. A is secured. OGT hasn't lost a life yet, and they're already turning their attention over towards B.
Yeah, man, I was just imagine like just watching a nice parquet route by EBK just to get taken down, but this kill feed is still lighting up OGT. Only Cozy was able to take down 1 of these, well now 2 of these old guy Texas players, but it's not enough. The stack is on. Cozy has to do everything he can, that he did. Cozy did everything he could. And his team needed to get his team off the point. Now it's 26-22 in lives. A minute 50 on the clock. So that's plenty of time to get to this B side. The kills got to start lining up in the favor for OGT, but it's not. These Sasky Shotgunners are now starting to do a good job of lining up these kill feeds, getting the kills to go in their favor, holding back OGT from this B side.
I mean, they're just going everywhere right now. Cozy was holding the line and is finally going to fall, and that is going to open up a gap here for the attack. Yet, and Slimy's already going to be on towards this point. Half a tick already gone by here, and you can see nobody's really close. The closest player is going to be Hat-Trick, finally going to pounce from this top bus. 1 tick comes through already, and you can see Hat-Trick trying to find these players. Going to work around the back, is going to spot another. Had Slimy lined up, but Slimy's going to win that. King John up top now, looking for these players that are flooding in, and is going to spot that player that's just crouched on the ground. It's a team nade. A team nade comes in. Cozy takes out the teammate. Crank had like 1 HP on the board. Tipsy's up to 5 though, and Cranky being the only player alive means that this round is over.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been seeing this pretty much all season long, especially here in the CRL, that once you get the stack on these points in Karachi, the offensive team usually wins these rounds, and it's usually not how we see in control. But here in Karachi, we are seeing that in full effect. All you gotta do is get the kills, get 1, 2, 3 kills down. Those 3 kills, trade those out for 3 players on the point. See the point go down pretty quick, and we gotta see how these Sasky Shotgunners respond on their offense. Can they do the same? We can see them sending their heavy presence toward this A site. Already got the 2 stack going on, waiting for the defenses of these OG Texas players, but nobody's defending the point. They're just trying to get in power positions, but there goes 2 kills for OGT, but ABK trades that out. Cozy with another one, and that was a tick and a half made for Sasky Shotgunners before the point was cleared out.
Yep, I mean, they're finally, you're going to see them clearing it out here, and it's going to be King John, going to be the one on your screen. Now we switch over towards Hattrick, is me working around towards Top Fire. It's going to find one, gets traded out. King John just policing everything, and is going to clear out A as well here. Finally, will get taken down from behind. It is going to be Cranky in the point. We got basically nobody really nearby, actually. As you can see, the rest of the team is trying to fight their way out of the spawns because Flashy's all the way over here in Junkyard being an absolute nuisance. 1 tick will go through, or excuse me, 2 ticks will go through over at A. As you can see, Cranky's still on it. I don't think anyone from Old Guys is really going to be able to contest this one in time, and that's going to be A. Another minute on the clock has been gained. And, I mean, really, Sasky's got a bit of a mission ahead of them right now. The lives are tied up, but they are nowhere near this B point, and it's going to be a bit before they can get over here. Nice swing by King John's going to find another. And yes, Sasky is just going to be struggling to get out of their spawn point right now. You can see now OGT completely set up for this. And yeah, Sasky's going to have to take this one step at a time.
Yeah, one slow step at a time. Player 6 is the most close up player for his team, but you know they know he's here. They're pushing. You got OGT just in this red building, just making sure they covering all these angles, because you could watch a lot of crosses from the red building. So anytime you see a player, you just call them out and they just jump out, get the kills. EBK does get a kill onto Tipsy, so that is putting pressure for Sasky on this B side. Player 5, who's that? That's EBK. No, that's Cozy. Has slipped through. He is now on the point, so now you can see those arrows turning around. They're going to try to find him. Cozy has been a tough kill for this team. Hattrick does find one. Tipsy does take out Cozy, but there is a player on the point. B site is starting to get taken down. Tipsy's waiting for his reinforcement to get there, but they did not get there in time. But his position, his known call out has been made. King John does clear out the point temporarily because player 6 EBK is there. Time going up slow for Sasky Shotgunners.
Yeah, I mean they are getting the second pit, or the second one is going to get taken out here because OGT is going to get rid of that one, but they did get 1 tick here. They're still behind by a couple ticks, so it is pretty important that they do win this round and secure this. They're going to be down 0-2 here, and probably, you know, not going to be picking up that last round if it goes the distance here. Hattrick on a killing spree is making it 5 in a row, looking to make it 6, looking for that cruise missile as Tipsy's going to turn around, and Hattrick, I think, just succeeded in doing so, so that finally gets taken out, but did have that cruise, so kill streak in hand. You'd still rather have the round here, and especially because you had the life advantage at one point. As you can see, EBK trying to get in on towards this hill and is going to run right into Tipsy in the back. Slimy goes down. Tipsy's on 5 in a row as well here, so keep an eye on this. 20-8. But with that round of kills, Sasky is not going to complete this round. They're a little too far away. Time is ticking down. They're out of lives as well. Respawns are gone. Tipsy's just going crazy here. Finds another 2 here. Looking to make it 3, maybe. Nope, not the case. But, I mean, that's going to be it. Sasky is not going to finish that one out. So OGT goes up 2-0 and on the attack. They've already won an attack here. So, you know, can't never say never to it.
Yeah, man, they just did something. They just did something that I haven't seen the team do in a while, and that's when the defense on this Karachi. So let's see if they can just end it out here on the, you know, go back to the normal Karachi ways, you know, winning the offenses. So let's see if Sasky Shotgunners picked up something from OGT, seeing how they defended them, seeing how you got to defend off that B site. You can go ahead and give up A, but if you defend that B site pretty well, you can see the life start dwindling and the teams just not be able to get there. But you can see OGT giving up that A site for free as OGT has a word to Jams 4 stack on A. 2 segments out the way. 3rd segment getting ready to get filled out. Flashy Season finds one, tries to find a second, but King John finds that second. All of A secure. Add another minute to the clock. Cruise missile comes down, does not hit nothing. The kill feed does turn up a little bit for Sasky Shotgunners, but the pressure now is there on B. But player 5, he saves the day.
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming that was Hatrick's cruise. Yeah, Hatrick did call that one in a little bit late, honestly, and didn't even kill anybody. So, you know, this streak not really going the way of the side of Sasky at all. I mean, they're hoping. I mean, you're looking to see what you can do here as you're down 2-0. Do have a life lead here. You've lost A as well. I mean, it was just like the first round, right? It was just an absolute blitz by OGT. They come in, the first wave is gone, and suddenly the point's captured. So, you know, Cranky's going to fall here. Sasky is still working in a pretty decent defensive posture right now. But OGT has players that have slipped through the cracks. Tipsy is already in the back alley there and is going to find Cozy. Cozy goes down. Where's the rest of Sasky? They're on the other side of the map right now. They're nowhere close to this. The guy coming off spawn is closer than the teammates. King John and Tipsy both find a kill. And this might be the round, honestly, right here, as EBK is the last hope. Finds one, finds two. Another cruise comes in, too. I think that was from OGT. As it's just back and forth, and I think Sasky somehow managed to salvage the situation.
Yeah, I mean, that cruise missile must have scared them, but it gave the call-outs for sure. That was EBK. I mean, that was not EBK. That was Cozy who dropped with the cruise missile. But like you were saying, man, Assassin's Hacker never pushed up so far into red. They didn't watch that player who took that long route to go all the way through their spawns. And then he made his way all the way to B, and then they had 2 players that was just back there in the B that started spawning out OGT, but they like you said, they have a situation with the cruise missile. They're fighting back. They do have a 4 life advantage, so as long as they can just work the trades out in their favor, this round could go their way. But King John does get 2 to make the lives get a little bit closer to a tie ball game. 12-14 are the lives, 30 seconds on the clock, and OGT are putting this onslaught on the B.
And Tipsy still has this cruise in the back pocket as well. Usually something that gets used on the offensive rounds, but we'll see here. Sasky is going to be taken out in the back as Flashy comes and finds 2 here. He's going to pick up 2 huge kills, make it 3 in a row, and that is going to be a stack here on the point from OGT. They got 2 players on. The tick is coming through real quick. One's already gone. The second is on its way, and I don't think anyone from Sasky is going to get close enough for this. As you can see, the players are just getting gunned down left, right, and center, and that is a quick 3-0 statement out of OGT. They maybe a little bit upset about losing that S&D, and they respond in kind. They take both respawns so far, and I mean, based on the way the series is going, there's another respawn coming up next, and that's looking kind of OGT favored right now.
Yeah, man, OGT does a great job. This could be it for this game, like this game in period. They may just go uninstall at the end of this game. We don't want to see that happen for Sasky Shotgunner. We want them to see, you know, play another, at least another map. EBK starts off with the first blood, but is followed up by 2 quick kills by OGT. King John is going to control the point for now before he gets taken off. The point is neutral for now before Flashy Season says, let me go ahead and get a little bit of this time, accrue some more of this hardpoint time. Spawns are still spawning up favorably for Sasky Shotgunners to get this next hill. So they can probably give it this rest of the scrap time, but they're going to have to hold the line tight for this next hill, Shio.
I mean, for a P1 in what is probably one of the most contested hills in the game, OGT is going to come away here with nearly 40-something points. So, I mean, really nicely played to open things up, and that's a really great start out of them. So, really like to see that. As you can see, added towards P2, and King John's already there on the rotation, clears them all out. You know, Sasky gave up all the scrap time because they had the spawns. They don't have the spawns anymore. They're on the other side of the map, and OGT is going to have free reign of this hill for the next 10 seconds.
Yeah, man, that was the. I mean, that was the scouting report right there. You can have the rotation, but it does not matter. King John, he is finding those rotation kills. But good response right there by Cozy to get him a nice 3-piece, to get his team and himself back on this hill. 52-10. His team is starting to collect his hardpoint time. It's neutral. 22 seconds is left. Flashy Season is there. He wins the battle onto EBK. These Ozgai Texas players are spawning out. Decision has to be made. It's to rotate. But when you rotate, you got to find King John because he is on this rotation as well.
Yeah, I mean, King John, you can see it just running around doing a fantastic job, just being an absolute nuisance, and they know they have to dig him out. He is embedded somewhere on the map in their half, and they got to get rid of him. Right now, I mean, he's right in the middle of their spawns, actually. The players are coming right out of the spawn through market, but they're just being gunned down. Flashy and Tipsy both finding the kill. P3 is already in OGT's hands. And I mean, right now, OGT is looking fantastic. 80 points and counting. Tipsy's up to 5. Tipsy's up to 6. Cruise missile in hand. 11-2 start. Slimy as well, actually, has not died. Is currently 5-0. And Tipsy will finally fall, but there's a Cruise there. Flashy's on pace for a Cruise as well. This is OGT coming out hard.
Yeah, they're trying to end this here. They're trying to stamp themselves a ticket into the championship, and they're trying to do it in a dominant fashion on a Karachi hardpoint. You can see we lit down the mini map. The rotations are there for OGT, but then 2 players go down. They spawn out so far as Tipsy is just doing a great job of watching that back alley. His teammates should be spawning up behind him, should be ready to run on this hill. It's a neutral time, which is always good for OGT, as you know, if nobody's getting the time and they got this big lead, it's good for them. They're finally going to give them this time. They know these players are spawning up in the back, and now it's going to just see how OGT decides to get out of these spawns.
John on a killing spree once again. I mean, it's just everybody, you know, taking their own chance. And this Slimy as well is up to 6 kills. There's another 3 cruise missiles. Everybody's got one except Flashy. Flashy, you're slacking here, okay? You don't have a cruise missile like the rest of your team. Step it up, buddy. But I mean, it's just all OGT right now. 126 and counting. This Flashy is gonna get traded out there 1-for-1. King John is gonna be there for the trade. Sasky's nowhere near this hill, and they got to pivot. You got to make your way over to the other side of the map right now because you got nothing going for you here.
Yeah, man, and it's not working for them. Flashy, you know, he may not have his cruise missile, but he is doing the time of the hard point of getting all the time, and that is what you need to do to win this game. So as long as he's getting on that time, he's saying, hey boys, go ahead and get those kills, light up those kills feeds, go for the kill race. Right now it's being won, you know, tremendously by Tipsy as he's just getting every kill that comes his way. But King John currently on a 9 streak, 11-3. I mean, he is doing just as well. Flashy just holding that point down, getting ready to break a record for as much hardpoint time you can get in a hardpoint. Tipsy with another 2 kills. There's Ken can find his 3rd. He does find the 3rd. Gunny's lighting up hot. Rotation next. Look like I mean, it looks like it's a neutral rotation, but player 8 is there.
I mean, Tipsy is just on an absolute mission. It's finally going to go down, but OGT is at 160-point lead right now. As the new hill's going to pop, it's going to be P1 that's 180 points through the first rotation. We just started rotation 2. And that is the lead right now that we're staring down the barrel. Sasky is not going to be happy campers whatsoever as they're looking at what they have to overcome right now. And the mount you got to overcome right now is called Tipsy, because 23-7 is a crazy scoreline. There's a Cruise. Probably had, you know, if the scoring streak stacked, probably would have had 2 more. At the rate the way the map's been going here. But Sasky finally on the hill. You got players with their heads down, just trying to survive the onslaught here. And hey, you know what? They might have woken up a little bit here. Cranky with 2. Flash is going to go down again, and this is Sasky getting some good amount of time here on this hill.
Yeah, I mean, ODT is probably going to give the rest of that up. They got the rotation. They stay good in the rotation. Slimy and King John does get a big 2. This P2 is going to jump off in the favor of these OGT players looking to try. They cannot win the game here, so they're just going to try to get as much time as they can. They just doing a great job of saying, Flashy, you get on the hill, and we're going to play keep away, keep the Sasky Shotgunners away from the hill. As long as one does slip through, Flashy, go ahead, you take him down. But other than that, we're not going to let him slip through our line of defense. As you can see, the kill feed is just lighting up for OGT. Hat-trick trying to make a play through the back, but there's just, oh, he does find one. His teammates are here. Can he find his player on the hill? He does find the player on the hill. There is a temporary break for Sasky Shotgunners, but they gotta find his one last player, and that is Mr. King John, who is always somewhere. You don't know where he's at, but you know he's somewhere, Shio.
Yeah, no, always, somewhere on this map, and it's somewhere behind your team is usually the case here. As Slimy spots one in the window, and it's gonna get shelled out, so this is gonna be some big kills there for the side of Sasky, but they've all fallen, which means that the players on the map are gonna be elsewhere, and unfortunately not on your side here, as that's gonna be it. OGT is gonna slam that one home in a statement victory as a cruise comes in just to punctuate it all off, but that was a map out of them. And they're going to move on to your Chumps finals.
Yeah, yeah. Congratulations to OGT.